Hey, what is going on, guys? XpertFusion here, and welcome to a brand new series over here on my channel. And this series is going to be called Black Ops 2020 Zombies Ideas. So that isn't the official title of the next Black Ops game, but it is definitely a likely scenario that it's going to be a Black Ops reboot, and we know it's coming out in 2020. And we know it's going to have zombies. No way it's not going to have zombies. Now, we don't know the extent of what the zombies mode will be. We don't know exactly whether it's going to be Aether Reboot, if they're going to continue Chaos, or if it's going to just continue the Aether story in a different way, because they did say the Aether story is ending, but I'm sure they can continue it through other timelines and universes somehow. Personally, I think that's the most likely scenario. I don't think they're going to continue the Chaos story into the next Black Ops. I think they might continue it within Black Ops 4, within the second season of DLC content. There has been leaks that we might be getting more zombies within 2020, possibly for Black Ops 4. But what I want to talk about is just ideas for this game, and I want to do a whole series where I go over ideas within the zombies mode in terms of talking about mechanics, talking about maps, talking about story, all sorts of ideas coming from my head, coming from your ideas. I want you to hear all your ideas in the comment section below so I can possibly cover those in future videos. And just kind of talking about what can improve zombies, what can make it a lot better. I'm sure Treyarch won't see this or anything, but it's still cool to talk about it and kind of discuss what would make zombies a lot better. And this video, I wanted to talk about the perk system and exactly how I wanted them to handle perks within the next game, and kind of including my ideas. And you guys can talk about in the comment section below. Give me your ideas as well. So I'm not a big fan of the perk system in Black Ops 4. I think I'm definitely happy they innovated in some way, and I think it works for the game, but it's not a system I want to see in every single Call of Duty. I would much rather something more similar to Black Ops 3, but I don't like Black Ops 3 completely in their perk system either, because there's tons of issues, like the fact that there's a lot of crutch perks. You use the same ones. The only way to get more than 4 is usually gumballs or some really difficult Easter egg quests that you don't feel like doing, and even then it won't give you that many. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some facts of how I would want the perk system to work in this game, just some simple statements, and then I'm going to go through every single perk that would be available in this game. They wouldn't be available on all maps, but all the perks that I'm listing would be available in some way, shape, or form on some maps. I do like having some perks available on only certain maps, but then some perks being on every single map because they're the main perks. So let's get into this. So first of all, I'm allowing you to purchase up to 5 perks, including their upgrades for each perk. So I included a system where you can upgrade perks within every single map, and it's not that difficult of a system, and I'll explain the system in a moment, but you're allowed to get up to 5, purchase up to 5, instead of just 4. Because there's so many I'm including now, I think it's only fair to allow you to get a 5th one. Each map has side quests to allow you to earn perk bottles or free random perks, so you're going to be able to get more than 5 regardless on every map. But like I said, to purchase, you can only get up to 5. Each one is available on specific maps. They're not all on every map, but there are some that will be on every map, and I'll explain which ones will be available on every map no matter what. The other ones are kind of interchangeable, though, just to make some maps feel more unique. And obviously, we include perks that feel like they belong on that map more so than anything else. Like, I'm not going to put stamina up on a map that is really, really tiny and small and close quarters. You really don't need it. And I might not put Electric Cherry on a map that's more wide open because it's not close quarters, so what's the point of having Electric Cherry? And it's one of those things where it's like, you know, we want to give you as many options, but we also want maps to be unique and to feel more special having certain perks. And machines are all available on every map. Now, I believe they couldn't do that in Black Ops 4 because of some engine problems, but they all have their own specific machines. They all have their specific jingles, and we'll talk about that as well. Juggernog is back, but it's not included within the 5 main perks. Since Juggernog is such a clutch perk, I decided to include it as its own separate purchase. And it's not something you purchase like Juggernog and then you get some upgrade for it, like I'm saying. It's instead, every time you purchase it, it fills up 1/3 of your shield. There's a little shield meter for Jug. You can fill it up 3 times. So if you purchase it 3 times, boom, you get 3 shields. Now, the more hits you get, the more the shield goes down, the more times you get hit by zombies, and you'll have to repurchase it. It's kind of similar to World War II zombies, but not the same. It's not going to continuously go up in price. It's going to stay at a flat price that you have to rebuy when you lose the shield, and this allows it to be separate from the main 5 perks, so you're not, you know, forced to get Jug every single game, because obviously why wouldn't you get it? But it allows you to still get it. And I thought of a really cool idea for the machine itself, the reason why you're not going to just get the Juggernog bottle out of the machine and drink it. The Juggernog machine is actually broken, so pretend the machine is broken down, there's like cracks in it and stuff like that, and you can't get the bottle out. So instead, it's leaking some liquid, so when you go up to purchase it, your character kind of puts his hands under the leaking liquid and kind of splashes it in his face. So he's drinking a little bit, he's taking a sip of it, and that's why it's only filling 1/3, and you have to purchase it each time you do this sip of it. You know, you're not drinking a whole bottle like you usually do, so that's why it's not giving you the full effect. I like that system a lot more. I think it allows it to be so it's not a crutch perk, but it still allows the Juggernog machine to be within the map to kind of give you that feeling of Juggernog, which is a feeling that I feel like we miss from Black Ops 4 a lot. And also another thing, in solo, you automatically spawn with 2 extra lives by default. There will be some maps that allow you to earn more lives and stuff like that, similar to Black Ops 4. The reason why I do this is because I don't want Quick Revive to be a crutch perk either for solo players. So Quick Revive is going to work in a different way than it did in Black Ops 3 and previous games. It's going to work differently in Black Ops 4 as well, and I'll explain how all the perks work when we get into it. And yeah, I don't want it to be a crutch thing. It's going to be the same within solo as it is in co-op, but in solo you get 2 extra lives by default. When you go down, you lose all your perks. So it's not like Black Ops 4 where you get to keep 2 of them or whatever, but exceptions do exist. But if you have an upgraded version, like exceptions exist, like certain gumballs, certain rewards, stuff like that, you might be able to keep your perks. Certain perks even will allow you to keep your other perks. But with an upgrade, if you have an upgraded version of the perk, when you go down, you just lose the upgrade, and all you have to do is purchase the upgrade again. You don't have to redo the quest or anything like that. So, and I'll explain how the upgrades work. How upgrades work is while you have a perk unlocked or purchased, right, you're allowed to do a challenge. Now, the challenge is the same. It's a challenge quest. It's the same for every single game, and it's going to be different for each perk. And all you have to do is go up to the machine, and it'll tell you the challenge. It'll tell you your progress. And once you complete that quest, you're able to purchase it again for double the price. And boom, you get the upgraded version of the perk. And if you go down with the upgraded version of the perk, you just lose the upgrade. And now you have to just go buy it again, you get the upgrade. But if you go down again, but while you have the non-upgraded version, then you lose the perk itself. You have to buy the perk again, and then you have to buy the upgrade on top of it, which is triple the price, or double the price. I keep saying triple, I don't know why. Double the price of the original perk, and boom, you get the upgraded version, which the upgraded version does obviously better things. I really like this system. I think it would be cool if the perk logo changed. Like maybe it turned gold or something, or it turned like glowing or something like that on the perk symbol, so you know you have the upgraded version of it on your HUD. And by the way, how it looks on the HUD is similar to something like Black Ops 3, where it's right on the bottom left next to the round counter. It's not going to be like in the middle of the screen like Black Ops 4. You can remove a perk whenever you want, just like Infinite Warfare Zombies. You can go up to the machine, hold X, and it'll remove that perk for you. There's no refund, though, so it's not like you get a refund or anything like that. So now let's go through each and every perk, of course, starting with Juggernog, which is its own separate thing. Like I said, it's 2,000 for each purchase, and you gain more health, and you lose the shield after being hit too many times. It's as simple as that. There's no upgrade for it. There's no special thing. It's just you need to get Jug, and it allows you to have that quest in mind that you need to get more health, so you're different than you were in the beginning of the game. I really like that. I think Black Ops 4 definitely misses that, and that's a problem I have, but I also don't want it to be something that's, something you have to have every game sort of a thing. Next up is Quick Revive for 2,000, and both these perks, Juggernog, available on every map for the most part. Quick Revive is 2,000. You revive teammates faster, and you regen health a little bit faster, similar to the Black Ops 4 version. The upgrade quest is to kill 300 enemies without going down, so basically you just have to get 300 kills without going down in a row. That's all you gotta do. Kill any enemies, 300 of them, without going down. Once you go down, you have to restart that quest. The upgrade, of course, 4,000. You get the previous abilities increased, so you revive teammates even faster and regen health even faster. Reviving teammates with 10 seconds of them going down, so if you revive them before 10 seconds of them being down, they keep all their perks, so that's great. And on solo, how this works is you keep all your perks except for Quick Revive, so you lose Quick Revive. Well, the upgraded version of Quick Revive, of course, because it's the upgrade, you'll have Quick Revive still. You just want the upgrade, you have to buy the upgrade again, but you keep all your other perks. So this is really awesome because you're going to want this when it comes to going down in like boss fights and stuff like that. You go down, you're going to keep your perks, but obviously you're not going to be able to, in your boss fight, you're not going to be able to buy Quick Revive again, so you're going to end up losing them after that. So this is kind of like an aftertaste sort of a deal within perk form, which I really like that idea. Stamina Up over here, 3,000. Yeah, it's 3,000 now. I think Stamina Up's a really good perk. It needs to be 3,000. Increased sprint speed and duration. Its stamina regenerates faster. Upgrade quest, it's simply sprint for 5 miles in games. So yeah, you just have to, most of these challenges you'll just get done over time. You don't have to get out of your way to do things, but it might take you some time. So sprinting for 5 miles in that specific game might take some time. So yeah, you're gonna probably take it. I kind of feel like 5 might be too much, maybe like 3 miles or something like that. 3 in-game miles, obviously. And then for 6,000, you get unlimited full sprint and can fire weapons while sprinting. So that's Stamina Up, of course. I don't think this should be available on every map. I think just the bigger maps, of course. Speed Cola for 3,000, reload weapons faster. I wanted to include Speed Cola because I don't feel like it's a necessity, as is most other crutch perks like Jug and Double Tap. Speed Cola is something they didn't include in Black Ops 4 because I thought it was a necessity, but of course they included it. If you get all 4 perks, you get the Speed Cola ability. To me, I feel like you can have it in the game and it really wouldn't be that, needed, especially if every single gun has an attachment available of fast mags. If you put fast mag attachments available on every gun, Speed Cola becomes less of a necessity. If you're not using LMGs, if you're not using wonder weapons that take a long time to reload, Speed Cola is not crutch, so I'm okay with having it in the game. The upgrade quest is to kill 50 enemies shortly after reloading, so shortly at meaning like a second or two after reloading, so you just have to reload and try to kill a zombie directly after 50 of them. Not that hard. And the upgrade, previous abilities increase, so you reload your weapons even faster, and you throw equipment faster, so that's pretty cool. Next up is PhD Slider. I do like the sliding ability. I think it should return in Black Ops 2020. I think it's more useful than flopping for sure, so that means PhD Slider is going to come back. Similar to the Black Ops 4 version, almost the same. Slide to build up a charge. Once fully charged, sliding into enemies will trigger an explosion. Of course, it's a recharging perk, so recharging perks will be returning in this game. Full resistance to self-inflicted explosive damage and semi-resistance to enemy explosive damage. Upgrade quest is to kill 300 enemies with explosives. And the upgrade for 4,000, improved slide distance, trap immunity while sliding, increased explosive damage, even more resistance to enemy explosive damage. So for all these perks, expect their machines to look like their original perks. Some of them I did include some fan-made, or not my fan-made, but like other people's ideas for what the perks would look like. But for machines like this, or for perks like this, you guys know what the machines look like. And I know PhD Slider didn't have a machine. Expect it to just look like PhD Flopper's machine and just have the PhD Slider logo on it and the PhD Slider colors. So that's kind of how it is. Yeah, so PhD Slider, cool perk. Next up, Deadshot Daiquiri for 1,500. Aiming down sights snaps to the enemy's head. Reduced hip spread and recoil when firing. Removes scope sway. Upgrade quest, pretty obvious. Kill 200 enemies with headshots. Upgrade for 3,000. You gain a damage boost when on a headshot streak. So very similar to Deadshot Dealer from Black Ops 4. Mule Kick for 2,000. I think 4,000 in previous CODs was way too much. You can carry an additional primary weapon. Weapons will be saved for next purchase. So if you go down with your Mule Kick weapon, I think it's only fair that when you go up to buy Mule Kick again, you get to keep the weapon. It makes Mule Kick a lot better, and people are going to actually want to use it. Upgrade quest, kill 25 enemies with each of your 3 weapons in under 2 minutes. You have to swap between the 3 guns you have and try to kill 25 enemies with each gun within 2 minutes of time. Not that hard of a quest, but the upgrade for that 4,000, you get to carry a 4th weapon. You swap weapons faster, and both weapons that you have will be saved for next purchase. So if you purchase it again, obviously you'll get to keep that 4th weapon. So makes the perk a lot more useful. Next up, Electric Cherry for 2,000. Reloading causes an electric burst that damages and stuns nearby enemies. The more empty the magazine, the stronger the damage. Upgrade quest, simply kill 50 enemies with the electric reload discharge. And the upgrade for 4,000 gives you the increased damage on electric charge, and reloading charges an electric knife attack. And you eventually can knife the zombies and they will electrocute them. Kind of similar to electric, is it burst? Yeah, burst in Black Ops 4. Next up, Vulture Aid. Yes, I decided to return Vulture Aid Elixir. I thought this was a great perk in Black Ops 2 and thought, I gotta return this perk, or I have to. It was only on one map, and I feel like it would be fair to return it if it was, a little changed up in some ways. For 3,000, you can see all perks, drops, enemies, and parts through walls, kind of similar to Death Perception in a little bit. Enemies drop mini ammo, so not for one weapons. You can't pick up ammo for one weapons. I thought that would be too overpowered, being able to pick up, like, imagine the Apothecary Servant on a map or something like that. You can just pick up ammo from this seemed way too much for me. And point drops, so they also drop some point drops. Zombies can drop a green mist that gives you zombie blood for a short duration. The upgrade quest is to kill 100 enemies while in the green mist. The upgrade for 6,000, green mist duration increased, bullet damage in green mist increased. Zombies drop even more ammo and points. Awesome perk, glad to return it. Next up, I have Winter's Wine. Now, I didn't know if I wanted to have Widow's Wine or Winter's Wail, and I decided to just combine them together, smash them together into Winter's Wine. And I decided to use the Winter's Wail perk icon and logo and stuff like that because Widow's Wine, to me, I didn't like how it, took over your grenade slots. So, and the whole web spider thingy, I didn't feel like it was necessary. I feel like the whole ice factor that's slowing the zombies with ice just makes more sense to me. I think Widow's Wine is cool, but I don't need it to return. I think as long as you have something that does that is fine. I like Winter's Wine. The name is kind of cool to me. For 4,000, the machine looks similar to Widow's Wine. Getting hit by melee attack while not at full health triggers a frost explosion that freezes and slows enemies nearby. You get 3 charges stored. Upgrade quest, kill 100 enemies while they are frozen or slowed by the ice. And the upgrade for 8,000, you get to store an additional charge. The blast radius is increased, freeze time increased. Player gets a protective ice shield shortly after triggering the frost explosion. So, great perk. Something that you're going to want to use. I'm trying to make all perks worth it. You know what I mean? I don't want any perks to just be complete shit, and there's no point in using them. I want everything to have a use to it, and I think I've done a pretty damn good job of doing that, especially when you have 5 options. That really makes it so it's a much better perk system than we've ever had before. Dying Wish, I decided to return Dying Wish. By the way, these perk machine icon, or perk machines, they didn't exist, obviously. These are all made by a Reddit user named Ray's Spear. I'll put a link to his Reddit in the description below. I don't want to, not give credit to the maker of these machines. Here we have Dying Wish for 4,000. Instead of entering last stand, player goes berserk for 9 seconds. They are invulnerable and melee damage is greatly increased. They are left with 1 health. Cooldown increased on every use. Upgrade quest, melee, kill 50 enemies without going down. Simple melee quest, but you have to kill 50 enemies in a certain, time frame of not going down. This is something that might be hard if you don't have, a Bowie knife or sickle, so you might want to buy one of those. Upgrade for 8,000, cooldown rate is faster and will receive full health when no longer berserk. I like Dying Wish. I think it's a cool perk. Kind of similar to some sort of a quick revive sort of a deal, but it just works a lot better, in my opinion. Bandolier Bandit, I decided to return that as well. Look at that dope-ass machine. Also, you saw the dope-ass Dying Wish machine. They looked really cool. I like Bandolier Bandits a lot, how it looks like a bullet. For 2,000, you just carry increased ammo stock. Upgrade quest is just to earn 5 max ammo power-ups, so you'll get that eventually. Upgrade. But by the way, all these challenges you have to do while you have the perk. You can't do it if you don't have the perk. It won't progress your challenge. The upgrade for this, 4,000, you get to refill ammo of stowed weapons for ammo stock over time, and you get to carry even more ammo. Next up is actually a perk I made up. It's a completely new perk we've never seen before. I decided to include this. I thought it was a really cool idea. I don't have a machine or a logo for it, though. For 3,000, your box luck is increased, so meaning you're going to get better weapons. You're going to get the better shotguns in the game, the better LMGs, better luck to earn those items. And can keep box at location after getting teddy bear. So if you earn the teddy bear, all you have to do is hold X at the teddy bear. With this perk, you're able to keep the box there. So basically, you can keep the box in place the entire game if you have this perk. Increased power-up drop rate, so more power-ups drop. This is one of the best features of the entire perk. And increased luck of getting good power-ups. Power-ups last longer as well. So you get that, I believe that was a temporal gift gumball. Well, now it's actually in a perk form. And the upgrade quest is just to hit their mystery box 15 times. Upgrade for 6,000, power-up drop rate increased even more. Upgrades all power-up drops. So what that means is every power-up is going to be better. So a nuke gives you 800 points instead of 400. Double points is now triple points. Insta-kill, I guess, does some sort of a red insta-kill effect. So basically, it just upgrades every power-up on the map. Just for you, though. It won't do it for every player. It'll just do it for whoever has the perk itself. I really like this perk. It's kind of like an RNG perk, making your luck better for everything. I mean, if you want to get the wonder weapons out of the box quicker, you get this perk. It's one of those perks you probably want to get quickly off the bat. It's not a perk you're going to want to get late into the game. It's not really going to help you as much. But I mean, the power-up thing is pretty dope, though, because you'll be getting more max ammos, more insta-kills, stuff you kind of need. So I feel like this perk, I don't know, really, really good perk, so I like it. Next up, we have 2 more left. Timeslip, I really like Timeslip for 2500. Equipment cooldown rate increased, so I guess I decided that equipment should be on a cooldown just like it is in Black Ops 4. I do like that system more than just you having to wait for a max ammo to get more equipment. Mystery box and pack-a-punch weapons appear faster, reduce trap and fast travel cooldowns. The upgrade quest, kill 50 enemies with traps, and the upgrade for 5,000, all previous abilities increased, so all that stuff is even increased even more. And specialist weapons charge rate increased. So this game will have special weapons, but they won't be like Black Ops 4 where you choose them beforehand. It's more like Black Ops 3 where there's a quest that you have to do to get them, or you get them out of the box or something like that, and then you get your specialist weapons. You don't just get them from right off the bat from the start. And last but not least, I've got Hardline. I couldn't think of a good perk name, but Hardline is fine. It literally does something that you're not going to understand until I explain a new system that I decided to include within this created zombies mode. So you get, for 3,000 points, 10% increased on progress for all upgrade quests. So basically all the upgrade quests that you can do for perks, 10% increased progress. So getting 1 kill is gonna be 10% easier, I guess. It's hard. I'm not good at math, but just do the math, and it's 10% less kills basically for different challenges for all upgrade quests, and 10% increase on progress for earning kill streaks. So I decided to include a system called Killstreaks, of course, into zombies, and I'll do that in a whole nother video. I'll explain the system. You're able to choose your kill streaks up to 4 before the game starts, and these kill streaks you earn via getting kills as zombies without getting hit too many times, or without going down, or without being hit at all. There's different ways you can earn kill streaks within this game, and I decided to include a perk that would allow you to earn them even quicker. Upgrade quests, and the perks or the kill streaks include stuff like free power-up drops, free weapons, free items like sentry guns, attack helicopters, like kill streaks you'd expect from multiplayer. Within the zombies mode, attack dogs, and attack friendly dog or something like that, kind of like Luna from the one perk in Black Ops 4. You get like a friendly dog that helps you out. Stuff like that I thought would be really cool to be within the game. The upgrade quest, you just earn 5 of these kill streaks. That's all. You just gotta earn them 5 times, or 5 different ones, doesn't really matter. You get to choose 4, so just 5 times earn a kill streak. Upgrade for 6,000, a 20% increase on both previous progress methods, and kill streaks deal increased power and effectiveness, so whatever kill streaks you're earning are going to be better. That is all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know some of your ideas in the comment section below. The only perks that are going to appear on every map are the main, like, I guess, Jug, Quick Revive, Speed, Deadshot, and Mule Kick. The other ones can kind of be interchangeable, I guess. You don't need them on every single map, but they should be, at least most of them on most maps. You want at least like 8 perks on each map, maybe even 9. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know some of your ideas in the comments section below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.